Hey guys, good early morning to each and every single one of you. Welcome back to the channel, United Red Devils 20 on YouTube. Hope you're all having a good early start to these early hours of Wednesday morning. Hope you're all looking forward to your day. Hope you're all looking forward to the rest of your week. And I hope you're all looking forward to another brand new weekend in August 2024 this year. First of all, do me a massive favour for me. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, United Red Devils 20. Share the video, hit the tweet button, hit the retweet button. Remember to always remember the notification bell. Put that bell on at all times to receive dedicated content right throughout the rest of these last few remaining months in 2024 this year for brand new exclusive live content, brand new videos, brand new shorts, and much more brand new stuff and brand new games planned for the rest of this year in 2024. And obviously, welcome to the first preview of the new season. This new season is among us. The new season is upon us. It's the first game of United's season. The season starts Saturday. And as the title says, United face an uphill battle for Community Shield glory. Manchester United face an uphill battle for Community Shield glory. And it's going to be a battle that Manchester City are going to win. Manchester City will win this battle on Saturday afternoon against Manchester United at Wembley for the Community Shield. There's only one way this game is going, and Man City at the moment are the favourites massively headed into Saturday. Forget what happened last season in that FA Cup final. Forget that final. Forget that day of glory. Forget what happened with Manchester United, where we saw an unlikely victory and an unlikely trophy win. This has to start positive on Saturday. But the way things are at this current moment in time with Manchester United, it's nothing more than a complete and utter disgrace. What is going on at this club is absolutely embarrassing. It's pathetic. And quite frankly, it's shocking the way Manchester United have acted, not just during pre-season, because that was a complete and utter waste of time, not just during the transfer window, but also how long it took to keep this manager in charge. And Erik ten Hag faces even more of a battle to keep his job. And it starts Saturday, and United have to win. It's simple as that, really, because the press, the media, rival fans, and the United supporters are going to be on his back right through those 90 minutes. We are going to be under severe pressure to even get a result on Saturday. We are going to be so lucky to even come away with any redemption at Wembley on Saturday. The Community Shield, it means nothing to me. For me, it's a complete waste of time. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. The Community Shield is nothing to celebrate. It's a fucking dinner plate. It's a dinner plate that you can find on the shelves of your local Dunelm store. It's a fucking dinner plate. I would rather not be competing in it, to be honest with you. I would rather not be competing in it. Because the way things are currently, Manchester United, yet again, are a fucking laughingstock. Utter fucking laughingstock. Those pre-season games were a complete waste of time, a complete waste of wasteful energy, and a complete waste of any kind of preparation building up to the new Premier League season. And Man United really, to be honest with you, can't really afford to lose Saturday. Because Ten Hag will still be on the brink every game. I think this new Ineos regime, they are going to evaluate Ten Hag's performances every single game that United are in. They are going to evaluate his position as manager, and they're going to take it game by game. I don't think any rash decisions will be made on Ten Hag's future if it all goes pear-shaped, which in my view, I am expecting it to go this season based on the info I have and the information that is coming out of that fucking football club. It's nothing more than shocking. I think Ten Hag is facing a battle to keep his job. But in Erik ten Hag's situation at the moment, let's evaluate where we are. Are we ready for the new season? We're not. Manchester United are not fucking ready for the new season. So Manchester United can act like Mr. Billy Big Bollocks as much as they want. This is meant to be a brand new club, a brand new regime, a brand new start, proper organisation, a proper structure above this manager. And we've seen false hope, false promise that Erik ten Hag is considering starting Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes as false nines in the striker position due to United shorted in the attacking option. We've just signed Joshua Zirkzee. We brought him in to fix our problems from last season. And what we're getting briefed already is certain journalists are desperately trying to get Ten Hag the chop. They are desperate to see Manchester United get rid of him. They are desperate for Southgate to get that United job. The press and the media are briefing that United, even though they have signed Joshua Zirkzee, Bruno Fernandes and Sancho apparently will be starting that game on Saturday. But a day later, we are getting the lack of availability is going to be amazing on Saturday when you see that United lineup, when you see that team sheet. The lack of availability is going to amaze this fan base because there's going to be no Bruno, no Garnacho, no Mainu, no Fernandes, no Martinez, no Zirkzee. That's 6 key players who won't be available because they've returned to training a little bit late and they've been given extra time off due to the Euros, which was quite frankly pointless anyway because England bottled it yet again in another final. They've been given extra time off and all of a sudden, they're all unavailable for Saturday now. We can't really risk them. United don't really want to, if they don't have to, put their strongest team out to try and win the Community Shield. I'm not saying I want to win it, but it would be nice to actually start the season off with a massive positive going into the new Premier League season next Friday evening where we begin at home to Fulham at Old Trafford. I want to start the season with a massive positive. If we win, okay. If we don't win, I'm not fussed. But to be honest with you, at this current moment in time, how certain fans and certain supporters of this so-called football club are going in on certain fans like myself who give a view, give an opinion, tell the truth, and who be open and honest as much as possible, are getting shit off so-called United fans because they don't like it when the truth is being spoken by them. They are struggling to understand what the truth is and where we are as a football club. I can tell you exactly where we are as a football club. We're not fucking ready for this new season. We are not ready for this new season. Let's be blunt. Let's call a spade here. We're not ready. We don't have enough new signings. Half this deadwood hasn't been sold. And all this new regime is a complete and utter made-up bollocks. There is no new regime at this football club. Nothing has changed. They put in Jason Wilcox, Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, Sir Dave Brailsford, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and many, many more new faces have been brought in to turn this football club around. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Rene Heck as the coaches and the goalkeeping coach. You can make all these changes as much as you want, but based on fact, where we are currently in an active transfer window, we've wasted 3 fucking weeks by doing nothing. We're struggling to sell. We've got to sell to buy. United are in a financial mess again. All this stuff about sell to buy, financial crisis, my ass, United have got apparently no money to spend. It is a complete and utter load of fucking bollocks. And the problem is, certain fans and supporters in this fan base are falling for the United sympathy, are falling for the United little violins that they're wanting you to play along with them in their big, massive fucking band orchestra that they've got. They're wanting you to fall for their crap. They're wanting you to fall for their PR. And Erik ten Hag, if he's a man trying to keep his job, if I'm Erik ten Hag and I want to somehow try and pick a strong squad, but I've got half my team out, I would just forfeit the game. I wouldn't even bother competing. I wouldn't bother trying to win that game. I'm not fussed, really. But at the end of the day, United have got to take this game seriously. But it's going to show where we are compared to Manchester City. The quality is night and day of both football clubs. The quality is night and day. And Manchester United are nowhere near Manchester City already. I mean, if you look where Man City are as a club, their pre-season's been a bit up and down. And it has not exactly been ecstatic results. But if you look at it on paper, Man City are already the much stronger team going into Saturday's game because they've got all their squad fit, they've got no injury problems. And yes, they have sold a few players. The biggest name that's gone from yesterday is Julian Alvarez, has gone to Atletico Madrid for 91 million euros, which is about 75 fucking million. I don't know where Atletico Madrid have got that money. Let's be honest here. How the fuck have Atletico Madrid found 91 million euros for Julian Alvarez? Obviously, that is going to be a major, major boost going into Saturday's game. I'm not surprised Julian Alvarez has left Manchester City, by the way. I'm not surprised all of a sudden Alvarez has jumped ship because there's still that charge hanging over them and still nothing's been done. And I'm friends with Man City fans and I've got the utmost respect for them and they're absolute legends. But that is still hanging over them. And for Alvarez to go, obviously he is left because he is circling more first-team football. I don't blame him for jumping ship. But going into a pub league when you're trying to compete with Real Madrid and Barcelona, for me, it's an idiotic move. It is massively idiotic. And I can't understand why you'd want to go to Atletico Madrid. If Julian Alvarez was on that market, Man United should have been looking at that. I'm really sorry. Julian Alvarez, who we were chasing under Ralph Rangnick, we were really, really desperate to bring Alvarez in. If anyone can remember, we were desperate for Alvarez. He ended up at Man City. And all of a sudden, Atletico Madrid have come out with a big bang of money, probably playing too much fucking Monopoly with their friends and their board and their directors. And all of a sudden, they have found 91 million euros to go and get Julian Alvarez. And they've not just done that, they've also gone and got Conor Gallagher from fucking Chelsea. So that's nearly 131 million euros that Atletico Madrid have spent on two fucking players alone. I don't know where they've got that money. I don't know where that money's come from. But Manchester City will be weakened by that position being left in the team because all you've really got now is Foden, Haaland, Grealish, and even Doku. I mean, that's Man City's, well, and maybe Oscar Bob, because obviously he's been quality of what I've seen him on pre-season so far for City. Absolute quality, world-class young player that is going to absolutely make the top of his game even better. Oscar Bob's going to be up here in the future. He's going to be right up there with the greats. They've still got options. And if you look at Manchester United, what has happened over pre-season? We've lost Maguire to injury. Johnny Evans is ill. But the big blow, the massive blow to two massive individuals is Højlund's out for 6 weeks with a hamstring injury. So that's about 2 months. And we've got no Euro, who we spent 52 fucking million on, and is out injured because he's done his cruciate ligament in his ankle. And he's out for 3 months and has had to have surgery. And with the injuries to Maguire, the illness to Evans, the only centre-back, and also Will Fish, because it looks like he's got a severe ankle injury, which is putting him out for the rest of the season. The only fit centre-back we've got is Lindelof. The only fit centre-back we've got is Lindelof. Can I just make that sound massive as what it is? The only fit centre-back we've got is Lindelof. And people are complaining and moaning about the lack of transfers United have done for the last 3 fucking weeks. I've never felt so low again. To be honest with you, I've not really opened up about how I feel. At the moment, I feel really low. I feel really depressed. My anxiety's all over the place. And the stress I'm going through at the moment, day by day, through this fucking transfer window of Manchester United is absolutely destroying me. Because the last 3 weeks, we wasted a pre-season game against Betis that was pointless. We got battered by Liverpool. What's happened since then? We've done fuck all. We are on Wednesday now. We are on fucking Wednesday. Halfway through the week. Half the week is gone. If it hits Friday and we don't do anything, Any positivity that any United fan is going to get out of this, good luck with it on Saturday, because you're going to need it, because United are going to get absolutely torn apart. And it ain't going to be 2 or 3-0. It could be 5, 6 or 7, because we have got no players. And no one understands that United are going to suffer badly. And the problems are going to be exposed by Man City's team, by their players. And Pep Guardiola is going to expose Eric Ten Hag's problems, that Man United are not backing the fucking manager and Ten Hag is being fed to the wolves again. I think Ineos are the worst thing ever to happen to this football club. Ineos have absolutely come in. You can bring all these directors in, all these football specialists, and you can bring in Yoro and Xerxes. But the problem is people think we've given them the 34 million release clause up front to Bologna, and we've given the 52 million for Yoro up front to Lille. We haven't done that. We're paying those transfers over 5 or 6 years to spread the payments. And people are saying to United, there ain't no money. There's no money to spend. We've got to sell to buy. It's absolute bollocks. Man United have only spent roughly about 25 million this summer alone. 25 million. So don't people on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it, dare come at me telling me there's no money. Man United got to sell to buy. Don't fucking fall for Man United's PR. Don't fall for it, because you're falling into the trap. You're falling into a complete naive. You're absolutely clueless. You're brainless. People need to stop taking it out on vulnerable fans like myself who have got anxiety, depression, and autism, right? And you're going in on me saying you don't know what you're talking about. We have to sell to buy. United are in a financial mess again. We've got no money. It's absolute bollocks. Because how did we sign Xerxes? How did we sign Euro? Because we spread their payments over the next 5 or 6 years. Man United have only spent about 25 million. And if you look at that squad that is massively depleted, how United expect to beat Man City? You tell me how we are going to beat Man City on Saturday. Someone give me a bold answer how we're going to beat them. Because we're not going to see a repeat of that FA Cup final. Man City are hurting from that. They are absolutely hurting from that defeat. They're absolutely dreading having to play us again. But if you look at Pep Guardiola and you look at Manchester City and you look at their fans and you look at their supporters, they are going to look at that United situation and they ain't going to be worried. They aren't going to be panicking. Manchester City have got nothing to worry about on Saturday. If I was those Man City fans and supporters, you've got nothing to worry about here. Don't panic, because you're going to destroy us. You are going to rip Man United apart. And I want to congratulate them because you're going to win on Saturday. And it's not a trophy. Arsenal fans are sat there in their own tears because they can't defend it. It's not my fault that you didn't win anything last season. It's not my fault that you're shit. And it's not my fault that your fan base is completely deluded. And and certain Arsenal fan TV and certain Arsenal channels, get your head out your ass. You ain't winning a trophy. You're not winning the Champions League and you're not winning the league. And you're sat there crying because you can't defend the Community Shield. It's not a trophy. Get over yourselves. I mean, I'm friends with 2 great Arsenal fans and I've got great respect for them. And they're my friends. And they're great members on this channel and they're great subscribers as well. They're absolutely great, great people to me in my life. I've got the utmost respect for them. It's just the rest of them I can't stand. They're absolutely fucking deluded, this Arsenal fan base. Arsenal fan TV are basically Spurs. They are Spurs in disguise. They've got a mask on. You might as well get them on the Masked Singer, because they're sat there crying. But if you're a Man City fan, you're going to be sat there crying tears of joy on Saturday, because you're going to win that Community Shield and you're going to lift it and start the season with a massive bang. And Man City will want revenge for that FA Cup final. They're going to want to put a statement saying that ain't going to happen again, because we were the team in that FA Cup final. We absolutely battered them. We shouldn't have won that game. It was a false result. It was a false positive. United winning that FA Cup is absolutely screwed Ineos. It's screwed the Glazers, and it's basically screwed our transfer window, because people don't think United have got money and can't buy players. We need to do deals today before that Community Shield. Players have got to be brought in today. There is no excuse for Manchester United to let Ten Hag go into the season with the same set of players he had last season, because all we've done is replace Varane with Euro and replace Martial with Xerxes, and that is all we've done. That is an utter disgrace. That is unfair. Look how long it took Ineos to keep Eric Ten Hag and put a statement saying they're staying with him and they're keeping him. I personally do not think Ineos came here with a clear plan. I don't think Ineos came here with any intentions to get this club back. They have kept the Glazers in charge of this club by putting billions into the club that is going straight into the Glazers' back pockets. I cannot believe Ineos, the last 3 weeks, they have done basically fuck all. And I'm not happy. I am fucking fuming with Ineos because it's the worst thing ever to happen to this football club. It's the worst thing to ever happen. Let Ineos get into bed with the Glazers and keep these vermin people at our club who are draining billions out of the club. But if Man United had no money, Euro wouldn't be here and Xerxes wouldn't be here. And it's a massive blow not having Euro, because we could have done with that. And the perspective is, going into the new season, it's going to be Lindelof and Martinez, because Martinez ain't going to play Saturday. Ten Hag is not going to risk his big names. I can tell you that for a fact. We are going to still see Wan-Bissaka. We're going to see Lindelof. We're going to see Eriksen. We're going to see Maguire. We're going to see Casemiro. We're going to see Pellistri. We're going to see Sancho. We are going to see players, all them I've just mentioned, who need to be forced out. Scott McTominay is another one. And with the news is that Fulham are not coming back in for Scott McTominay because United's demands are unrealistic. Man United were expecting Fulham to come back in, but Man United said it's 30 million for McTominay. If you've got 25 million or 20 million, fucking take the money and we run and go and get another midfielder. Because now, what's happened in the last few days is we're stuck with the same midfielders last summer. Oh, tell a lie, we're actually not. Because Amrabat is back in Italy with Fiorentina training on his own, who hasn't even had a fucking proper pre-season to prepare for the new season, and we're making Amrabat wait. What my big fear is, we've jumped ship with Agate. We've wasted 5 fucking weeks on Agate. And Man United have pulled out after being in negotiations for 5 fucking weeks. That has got to be questioned. What the fuck is going on? McTominay doesn't want to leave. Casemiro doesn't want to leave. We can't even get rid of Hannibal. We can't get rid of Eriksen. And the only other midfielder we've basically got for Saturday is Mason Mount. Because Mainu ain't going to play. I guarantee I know the midfield 3 will be. It'll be Eriksen, Mount and Casemiro. Watch this space. I can pick this United team. It will be Onana. It will be Wan-Bissaka. It will be Johnny Evans and Lindelof. Left back, we are probably going to have to play Amos at left back. Midfield 3 will be Casemiro, Eriksen, Mount, and the front 3 will be Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony. Because we've also got no Dalot. I mean, it's not exactly a big waste. Dalot's crap. Let's call a spade here. Dalot is shit. He ain't no right back. I'm better than Dalot, and I've won more in my career than what he's done in his life. I'm not being funny. I've played football at the top level. I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm not deluded. I'm just telling it how it is. If people don't like the truth, fuck off. At the end of the day, United, and then where's the options off the bench? Because there ain't going to be no Bruno there, no Garnacho, no Martinez, no Malacia, no Shaw, no Dalot, no Mainu, no Anthony. It'd be interesting to see if Anthony plays, because he had an awful pre-season and he went off injured against Liverpool. So we basically might have no Anthony either. And the only hope at the moment we've got going forward, it's not in Rashford, it's not in Sancho, and it definitely isn't in Anthony. And Pellistri, what the fuck is he still doing here? Why has he not been sold? Which is another joke. The only creative player we have got going forward from the attack is Amad. Amad Diallo is our best hope going forward to attack that City back 4. And he's had a very good pre-season, Amad. He's done absolutely magnificent with his goals and his contribution and what he's been showing in all the pre-season matches we had. He is our best hope. I mean, are we going to pin all the hopes on Amad this season to absolutely wreck the Prem and absolutely rip trees up in Europe? I mean, has the plan from United is screw the fans over, let's get Euro done, let's get Xerxes done, but then we're going to stop for a bit and then we're going to wait for pre-season to see what happens. United need to start moving players out, and we need to start moving players, bringing players in. We can't afford to go this week without anyone. We have got to sign some fucking players. And if we don't do it, God help us on Saturday, and God help us against Fulham next Friday. God fucking help us. Because if we start the season bad and we drop points against Fulham, it's 3 points gone. We're rock bottom of the league already. We're already playing catch up. This could turn in to a Brentford-Brighton situation all over again, where we lose our first 2 games. We're bottom of the league. We get smacked by Brighton. We draw home against Fulham, and then we lose against Liverpool. That might be 1 point from 9. We're bottom of the league here. Erik ten Hag is facing critics already after 3 or 4 games. But that is because he's being put under unfair pressure, unfair criticism, and it's not Erik ten Hag's fault. How people can blame Erik ten Hag for the mess this club's in again is absolutely stupid. People in this fan base and supporters need to fucking open their eyes. Because I tell you what, if this fan base is not willing to stand up and fight Ineos and fight the Glazers, you shouldn't be supporting this football club, I'm afraid. Because I care about it. And you can call me out on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, as much as you like. I look at where we are as a club now, and I look at the players we've got and the players we haven't got. United should not be keeping hold of this dead wood, no matter how many years are left on their contracts, no matter how much it's going to cost to terminate them. I would rather sell these players at a fucking massive loss to get these deadwood players, these arrogant, up their own ass players, out this fucking football club. That is what I'd rather do. If we have to sell Anthony for a loss, do it. Sell Scott McTominay for 20. It's pure profit. Sell Casemiro for 20. We're going to have to take a loss. We're going to have to do it. That's 40 million. There's the Delit money. I mean, Man United don't want to pay Bayern Munich's demands. Man United are waiting for Bayern Munich to lower their price. Man United are not going to give in. Man United are not going to give the club what they want. You've been chasing Delit for 2 fucking months. My mate has called it that Delit will be a Man United player, and he has to be given good approval and good praise because he called it. He said to me, United will sign Delit this summer. I want Delit. He's one of the best centre-backs in European football. He won the league at Ajax. He then went to Juventus. When he went to Juventus, won the league in Serie A. He then went to Bayern Munich, first season there, won the Bundesliga. If he comes to Man United, that back four looks a lot more stable than we're having Johnny Evans, Lindelof and Maguire, because Euro ain't going to be there. 3 fucking months of football Euro's going to miss. I mean, and he's only 18. Could you imagine what that is going to do to his career? That type of injury could end it. That injury could fuck Euro over. And I feel sorry for the lad. He should not have been jumped in straight into pre-season like that. And it's because we went to America and played on plastic fucking pitches and not on proper grass. I mean, that needs to be called out there because that has fucked Euro's career at United over by 3 months already. I don't think Euro's going to be back anytime soon. I think it's going to be a longer period than 3 months. I seriously think it will. And I think without Xerxes, where's the goals coming from this season then? Because if Xerxes not ready, we are back to square number 1 again like last season. We basically have Rashford and Højlund. And Rashford ain't no striker. Højlund's out for fucking 6 weeks of a hamstring injury. What are we going to do? Put Anthony down the middle? I mean, I don't know what we're thinking here. Are we basically trying to get Ten Hag sacked? Are we trying to force him out of this club? Was the plan really to sack him and not keep him? You've got to question these things because I do not like the bullshit on Twitter. I hate it because people are falling for it and it needs to be called out. I'm sorry to say, half this United fan base are deluded, absolute in pure, utter denial. If you think everything's shit, it's not. If you think Man United haven't got money, we have got money. We just don't want to spend it. But what's annoyed me, we're building a brand new state-of-the-art stadium for 2 billion, right? Where's that 2 billion coming from? We are then spending 50 million on Carrington, right? Why would you waste 50 fucking million on a training ground and training facilities where you could spend that on Delit and Mazraoui? The 2 Bayern Munich centre players, back 4 players that United are desperate for, but we can't do the deals until certain players leave. It's bullshit. If United have to get the credit card out and put these players' deals on the credit card or put it on the debt, I really couldn't give a fuck, to be honest with you. I want the best for this club. I want us to have a great season, not have a season like we did last season. Imagine if that last season repeats itself. Remember when Harry Potter found out that the Chamber of Secrets had been opened again? Remember that? That could repeat itself here. United could finish 8th, no European football, and then we have to try and win a trophy to get any chance of being in Europe again at the end of this season. We're not ready. And Man United fans think, well, we are ready. We'll be fine. Everything's going to be all right. Be patient with Ineos. No, I am not going to be patient. And I'm not going to be sit here and be dictated to by bullshit and PR on X on Twitter. Fans need to get their head out of the ass, go to Boots, go and get your eyes tested or get some glasses and look at the fucking truth. You're falling for the crap. Man United have got money. And other United fan channels, you can say as much as you want that it's sell to buy. We can't do anything because it's sell to buy. It's bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Because where's this money Sir Jim Ratcliffe's invested gone? I bet any of that money has gone straight into Avram and Joel Glazer's pockets. They should be giving that money back and say, do you know what? Don't worry about that money. You have that. You give that to Ten Hag to improve the squad. Because at the moment, I'm going into a season where we will still have all these players. And those players that we don't want here are going to be playing Saturday because we have got no options off that bench. You're not going to see any of the big hitters in that team. You won't see them. I guarantee you, you will not see the players you want to be seeing. I don't understand how United fans are going up there to watch it. And I'm not saying don't do that. You have an absolute option to go and watch the game. But at the end of the day, you need to start looking at perspective here. That squad is shit. That squad isn't Premier League ready. That squad isn't good enough to compete for top 4 because we've still got Chelsea to compete with, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Arsenal, Spurs, Man City, Liverpool, Brighton, West Ham are going to be there this season with their transfer window that they're having. Fulham as well with the quality of Emil Smith-Rowe that they've brought. I mean, you've got to start looking in the mirror and saying, what the fuck is actually going on? Because I am not finding this funny. I'm finding it, quite frankly, pathetic that Man United are sending this manager into the Lions' den and the Lions are eating him because it's fresh meat. Ten Hag is going to be bitten and he's going to be chewed as much as possible by a team that can't play the style of play that he wants to play at Man United. And we've got players here that are not good enough. And we've got players here who are refusing to leave, who are putting their fucking foot down. And we all know who they are. We know exactly who those little shits are, the little dickheads. We all know who they are. You've got no right doing this. We have got no right putting your foot down and saying, I'm not leaving. I'm not doing it. I'm not leaving. I'm staying here. You don't tell me what to do. I'm an employee at this club. Fuck you. Get out this fucking football club. Do one. Because we don't want you. We want you gone. Stop digging your heels in and saying, I want to stay. I want to fight for the shirt. I want to fight for the badge. Fuck off. Because half of you players are the problem at this football club. And I think personally, United's approach is like, right, we understand how you feel, but from a bigger perspective, we need to sell you to improve the team. But I've still got 3 or 4 years left on my contract. Screw that. I'm sorry to say, if I see Wan-Bissaka, Ericsson, Hannibal Mabry, Casemiro, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Jadon Sancho, Anthony, Hannibal Mabry, if we see any of them on Saturday, they are not leaving anytime soon. I would rather we not have this game at the weekend. I would rather we don't have it and not compete in it. I don't want to fight for the Community Shield. It's a fucking dinner plate that you could have it on your Christmas dinner on Christmas Day with your family, who you can put the fucking turkey on it. It's an absolute disgrace how we are acting as a football club. We're not backing the manager. We're throwing him under the bus. And I get called, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop moaning. Oh, I'm glad you're not in negotiations. I would rather get these players in, overpay, give them stupid amounts of money every week, and at least have them in the squad. Because De Ligt wants to come here. Mazraoui wants to come here, but we can't do that till Wan-Bissaka does one. We can't get Agate because McTominay and Casemiro are refusing to leave. It's an absolute joke. United need to be firm and aggressive here. Get out this fucking football club. You're going no matter what you say. If we have to sell you at a loss, we will do it. So don't tell us how we can and cannot operate. You're not in charge. We are. And United are not doing it. It's too softy. Sir Jim Ratcliffe reminds me of Wurzel fucking Gummidge. It's absolute shocking that he's got the right to say to these players, we hear what you say, but at the end, you're going. And that needs to be the message. And we're not doing it. If I'm man Eric Ten Hag's shoes right now, I'm fucking shitting myself here. I'd be shitting myself. I'll be having the runs. I'm having a bit of the Gordon Davis. I'm having shits in my pants and it's running down my legs. I bet Eric Ten Hag is probably scratching his head thinking, what the fuck's going on? Where's De Ligt? Can't do that, Eric. Where's Mazraoui? Can't do that, Eric. Where's Agate? Can't park there, Dave. I mean, what the fuck is going on? So you're sending into a manager unprepared and not ready again. Guarantee you, he'll be gone by Christmas. Mark my words. Eric Ten Hag will be gone by Christmas because this is a disgrace. This is an absolute fucking disgrace to send a manager who we were meant to be publicly backing, and all of a sudden, we've got to sell to buy now. We've got to sell to buy. Let's make it in the news. We've got to sell to buy. That is all we're hearing every fucking day for the last 3 weeks. And I am sick of the lies. I am sick of the bullshit. And it's not funny anymore. It is embarrassing. United need to spend some fucking money. Because I cannot stand these lying little scumbags telling us, got to sell to buy. We can't sell them because they're on ridiculous wages. Screw their wages. Fucking tell them. We're not giving you a payoff. You're getting sold. Out you go. Goodbye. You need to be firm with these players. And you know what? If we do get battered by City on Saturday, I'm not going to sit there and cry. I'm just going to tell it how it is again. Because I am a believer of getting these undeserving little scumbags in certain individuals who wear that shirt out this club. Because they're not good enough. We're not ready. And fans think, give Ineos time. I mean, what are they, a pocket watch? I mean, where have they gone to? Timpson's across the road. I mean, what is going on? If Eric Ten Hag has got any balls or cojones about him at all, call out this Ineos regime and call out the fucking Glazers. But as soon as you jump into bed with the Glazers, this is what you get. No more money's being spent until we sell some players. If you've got to put it on the debt, do it. If you've got to put it on the credit card, fucking please do it. We can't sit here and do nothing for 3 weeks. This squad is on its knees. We still need to get a left back. We need to get a centre back, a right back, another midfielder, a winger. And we've done nothing for 3 weeks. And we've only got 3 weeks left of this transfer window. If we're panic buying again, we will see more Regalons and more Amrabats and more Badin Bandia. We will see more 2.0 deals like that again. The Glazers, Ineos are just like the Glazers. 2.0. And people are in denial because they don't like it that people are calling this out. Ineos have come in and have made things worse. I would rather just do up Old Trafford and spend less money because apparently it's going to take 6 years to build our new stadium. We're selling the naming rights and getting rid of the name Old Trafford, and we're going to call it the Snapdragon Arena. I mean, what are we, a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card? I'm going to summon my Snapdragon. I mean, we're calling it the Snapdragon Arena. We're not playing Snap. We're not playing top trumps. And then Apparently, do you know how we're building that stadium? We're taking a massive loan out, and then that loan is getting put on the debt. I know the debt is massive, and I understand the debt is a problem, but it's not a problem where we cannot spend money. And I'm sorry to say, by tomorrow afternoon, if we're sat here at 3-4 o'clock and we've done nothing, we won't be doing anything Thursday. We won't be doing anything Friday. The whole weekend will be focus on the Community Shield, Eric. Focus on that shield. I mean, who the fuck do we think we are? We're not King Arthur. We're not trying to pull the sword from the fucking stone again. I mean, fucking hell. We need to do business to improve this squad, trim the squad to make the team look better. Sponsored by Manscaped. That is what we need to be doing. And the club have got no balls and no fight to tell it to these players. Oh, we'll keep you now. We'll keep you. Don't worry. You'll get your game time. Don't worry. Yeah, give you game. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to see certain players in that team Saturday because we are going to get battered. We're going to get destroyed. We're going to get ripped apart. And you know, I hope it does happen. I hope Man City beat us Saturday. I really, really hope that we lose that game. I'm not going to sit there and cry if we don't win. I'm not going to sit and say, I'm absolutely gutted. I'm not bothered about the Community Shield. Arsenal fans, you can sit there and cry as much as you want because you can't defend it. Get over it. At the end of the day, United are not ready. They're not ready for Saturday. They're not ready for the new Premier League season. And do you know what? Let's call it now. They're not ready for European football and Europa League. Nowhere near ready. And I tell you what, breaking news in September, Erik ten Hag has been sacked. That is a statement you're all going to hear. Erik ten Hag will be sacked in the month of December. Enjoy your Christmas break, Eric, when you get sacked. Enjoy your Christmas dinner. Enjoy your Boxing Day when you're eating a job, sat at home, licking your wounds, because that's where it's going to go. And I don't want Erik ten Hag to go. I don't want Erik ten Hag to be sacked. I don't want Erik ten Hag not to work out. I want Erik ten Hag to be successful. I want Erik ten Hag to win. I want this to work out. But the way this is looking, what do we do? Who do we pick? Because all our centre-backs are out. We've hardly got a midfield. We've got no attacking front three, except for Ahmad. And I'm sorry, get ready for a season. I mean, if anyone has seen the Onana quotes, go and check them. Because he's basically told United fans, don't expect much this season. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs again. And it's going to be a season to remember. How the fuck does that give you confidence? Your goalkeeper is coming out making comments like that. The fans need to not get too excited. It's going to be an up and down season. What the fuck is actually going on? This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. And the one that's going to face the consequences is the manager, because that is who they blame. He's not signing these deals off. There's probably certain players he wants United to say, no, we're not paying that. At the end of the day, like I said, even if it hits this morning at like 10 or 11, and we ain't done anything, don't hold your breath, because at the end of the day, I am not feeling confident. If Man City win, then let it be. It's simple as that. If Man City win, I'm not going to be too fussed, not going to be too bothered, but I think the problems will be even more exposed. I can't see us winning. I can't see us getting a result, and I don't see us lifting that Community Shield. I think City have already got it won. That is how I see it. And if City do win, they do deserve to win, because they've got different standards compared to Man United. We're down here again. Man City are already up here. I mean, and the problem is, look, all that money they've got for Alvarez, and they will rebuild their team. They will rebuild with that money. So Man City are only going to get better and better and better and better and better, and United are going to start drifting away past Chelsea, below Newcastle, behind Villa, and we're going to start falling quicker and quicker down that league table. So yeah, don't get too excited, United fans, but I hope you enjoy the game Saturday. If anyone's going to Wembley, enjoy it, but you're going to see an annihilation like never before where City tear United apart. But let's see what happens, eh? So I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit the like button and the share button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the video. Hit the tweet button and retweet button. Always remember the notification bell. If you put that bell on all times, you'll receive any brand new content, shorts, videos, live streams, right throughout the rest of these 2 remaining months in 2024. We've got brand new ideas. We've got some brand new games we're going to do. We've got all the transfer news covered right till deadline day as well. And hopefully we will be talking about a positive result Saturday. But I think the way it is at the moment, it's not looking good, is it, bruv? It's not looking good, bruv, is it? It's looking absolute nightmare again. Hell on wheels, kitchen nightmares. It's just going to be a shit season. So, whoever's going up Saturday, safe travels, enjoy the game, and hopefully we can lift the Community Shield, but don't get your hopes up. But obviously then join me for the final score and the reaction after the full-time whistle at Wembley Saturday evening. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the rest of the week, stay safe, be nice, be kind to each other. You're all legends, you're all legendary, and I'll see you on the next one.